First comes love, then comes red flags. These 90-day fiancé before the 90 days couples were doomed from the start.
Why you tell me you lived in Manchester?
Kim and Usman. We know what you may be thinking. Usman, wasn't he married to Lisa? Yes, he was, but that didn't stop Mr. Soulja Boy from getting back on the show for season 5. Kim and Usman's relationship isn't really a relationship, as you can clearly tell if you've been keeping up this season. And that's the first sign telling fans that they were never getting together. Kim DM'd the Nigerian rapper as a fan, and they talked every day for a year before she went to visit him in Nigeria. When Usman was waiting for Kim at the airport with his posse, he referred to Kim as a fan.
Oh my God.
Her visit wasn't smooth sailing either. She had to go to dinner with Usman and another female musician. Little did Kim know he was trying to hide the fact that he was in a relationship with another older lady. Although they spent some overnight alone time together, they didn't even kiss during her visit. When Kim expressed she wanted some love and affection,
please let this tonight be the night.
Usman fought back, asking why he would kiss her if they weren't in a relationship.
I can't do this.
Yikes. After she had enough, Kim threw a drink in his face and took back the Soulja Boy chain that she had made for him. So it's safe to say that they are over.
Yes.
Now Kim doesn't have to worry about being a potential sister wife with someone that can't give him a baby anyway. Hopefully Usman doesn't slither his way into another season of the show.
Yummy.
Jasmine and Gino. Someone Cue Toxic by Britney Spears, please. Whatever the opposite of Match Made in Heaven is, it's Jasmine and Gino. Gino is still in contact with one of his exes, and it seems like he's in this relationship with Jasmine to rub it in her face.
No, I'm sorry, I did not do that.
Jasmine is super jealous, whether it's over Gino's ex-wife or the waitress. When they went on their first date in Panama, Jasmine scolded Gino for tipping the waitress. She claimed they don't do that in Panama, so he shouldn't either. After explaining that it's a basic requirement in America to tip waitstaff and complimented the waitress for doing her good job, Jasmine accused him of having a thing for the waitress.
You have something with the waitress.
Later in the trip, they went shopping, and when Gino's ex-wife was brought up in a conversation, Jasmine called her stupid and a ghost from the past.
Stupid ex-wife.
While Jasmine seems way too jealous, Gino showed her a big reason why she should be. Gino's ex messaged Jasmine, and you already know, when another woman is in your DMs about your man, it's downhill from there. Gino's ex, who he was still in contact with, sent Jasmine screenshots of their text messages, which contained topless photos of Jasmine. Gino sent explicit pictures of Jasmine to his ex to show her off. I'm sorry, what? Not only did Gino lie about sending photos, but he also failed to mention that he was still in contact with his ex. The two made up quickly after breaking up because Jasmine can tell that he loves her by the way he looks at her. Who's going to tell her he's just looking at her as a potential trophy wife? Mike and Ximena. If being disgusted by your partner translates to love, then Ximena is head over heels for Mike.
Es tierno.
When they met for the first time, butterflies and sparks were not in the air. The mom of two described their first kiss as little, just like Mike's size. She claimed to be used to dating more muscular men, so Mike is a change of pace from her normal type. Mike tends to pass gas in front of Ximena, which disgusts her so much that she claims to fall out of love with him for doing that. Ugh, we don't blame you, girl. However, Ximena seems to be using Mike to help her financially and to pay for her breast augmentation. By the looks of her Instagram, he ended up paying for it, by the way. When shopping for wedding dresses, Ximena gave Mike an ultimatum. If he didn't pay for her operation, she wouldn't marry him. After expressing how she finds Mike creepy, disgusting, and a degenerate, she admitted to Mike that she wasn't in love with him.
No te amo.
After filming, she posted a TikTok showing just how much love she doesn't have for him. Before quickly taking it down, Ximena posted a TikTok of a compilation of FaceTime calls between her and a mystery man. He looked more like her type, but we'll have to see what that video was all about at the tell-all. Ben and Mahogany. Poor Ben. He thought he signed up for a 90-day fiancé before the 90 days, and he ended up being on Catfished. Ben is a 53-year-old divorced Christian man who thought he found his future wife, Mahogany, who is 30 years younger than he is. It seems like she liked the attention from Ben, but when the time came to visit her, she freaked because, well, she seemed like a fraud. Mahogany totally ghosted Ben at the airport with zero communication. However, they finally met after what seemed to be a long time at dinner. Fans were speculating if she was who she said she was because she looked nothing like her online pictures. Ben then met her so-called parents, who claimed that Ben did not have good intentions with Mahogany. During the conversation, Ben started to realize he was getting played. He noticed there were no pictures of Mahogany in the house and came to find out that she was 22 and not 24. TBH, 2 years isn't a big difference, so we're not sure why he acted like that was the biggest lie she told him, but the principle remains the same. Mahogany is a liar, if that's even her real name. She then had the audacity to question Ben and his intentions, pretty much implying that he's the reason for his failed marriage and long-term relationship before her. Lisa and Usman. Back again with Soulja Boy himself. During season 4, Usman was in a relationship with Lisa.
Somebody bring me a fan, please.
The two had a 21-year age gap, which raised concerns about Usman's intentions. Before meeting, Lisa's friends brought to her attention that he may be a Yahoo boy, aka a scammer. While Usman showed his excitement for Lisa far more than he did for Kim when first meeting, he showed his true colors when they first met. Him and his posse made fun of Lisa's belly being bigger than her pictures showed. During their wedding, Usman's family's resilience to them getting married mirrored what fans were thinking the whole time. After getting married, their relationship was draining. While we know Usman is a scammer, Lisa seemed to realize that as time went on, but instead of leaving him, she stooped down to his level. Angela and Michael. Angela and Michael have entertained fans since they hit the 90-Day Fiancé scene. But the married couple have had problems since the beginning of their relationship. When first meeting, Michael complained about Angela being loud and obnoxious. I'm sorry, Michael, how did you not see that through your video chats? Because she does not tone down her attitude for anyone. Michael's family did not approve of the relationship either. In Nigeria, every man is expected to have a child to carry on the family name, and that was a big obstacle because Angela was too old to have a successful pregnancy. Angela also treats Michael like a less than, and even made him sleep in the car after they had a huge fight. She treats him more like one of her kids than her husband. Despite having a tumultuous relationship, they got married, but that didn't change their constant bickering. Ed and Rosemarie. Big Ed became a viral sensation after being on 90-Day Fiancé before the 90 days, and fans spotted him out in real life quickly after his season aired.
Oh.
Rosemarie called Ed out on his BS from the beginning, as she should. Ed crossed the line way too many times with her, so it was good to see her stick to her ground. Ed wanted to know every little detail about Rose's past, but it seemed like her past was triggering, so she wasn't comfortable talking about it.
My heart cracked.
Plus, she wanted to enter a new life with Ed, so why dwell on the past? Ed agreed to stop pressing her about her past if she took an STD test. He clearly didn't trust her, so why even be in a relationship? While Ed didn't seem to trust Rose, she didn't trust him either and even accused him of being attracted to her sister. Cortney and Antonio. Lively Cortney had been catfished before coming on the show, so would you think she would learn from her past mistakes and spot red flags? Before she traveled to Spain to meet Antonio, they barely talked on the phone or through video chat, so texts were the sole communication of their relationship. Her parents voiced their concerns before her big trip, and you know what they say, mama knows best, and Cortney should have listened to hers. Before flying internationally, Antonio took her to a work event, which ended up being a pageant. Jet lag, airport funk, traveling, and having to go to an event right after without warning? Absolutely not. Patrick and Myriam. The ultimate friend zone. Patrick fell for French gal Myriam, even though she never expressed romantic feelings towards him. They had a great friendship, which is where things may have been misconstrued. Myriam had a boyfriend when Patrick came to visit her, so yeah. Their relationship was destined to fail because she was already in one with someone else.
Whatever.
After her relationship was over, she and Patrick tried to have a romantic relationship, but Patrick was ultimately forever stuck in the friend zone. Yolanda and Williams. Yolanda was in love with a British man of her dreams who was a con artist. Yolanda revealed to her kids that she had a boyfriend who she met on Instagram, and they were immediately on high alert.
I met somebody.
Williams asked Yolanda for money, and she wasn't completely naive, and instead suggested that she come visit him. But when she asked what airport to fly into, Williams made zero sense. Yolanda's daughter ended up hiring a private investigator.
So I hired a private investigator to finally give my mom some answers.
So her mother could finally realize she was in love with a total stranger. Did you see these huge red flags in their relationships? Were you secretly rooting for some of these couples to work out? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to The Things Reality.